Yeah.
It took a very long time for me to get through that. And it was manifesting in different ways that I didn't
Right.
know until God stops you in your tracks and says, okay, I need you to forgive this. And that's when I realized, I mean, it wasn't only that, but there were other things, because we all have life experiences where you have to, if you're not in the habit of letting it go, they pile up and you become bitter and you become angry. And that was my case. That was my case.
Okay.
Well,
So
that's exactly what the Bible says, to be careful not to let a root of bitterness take hold in you, because it'll begin to control you, everything.
And it will.
Yes, but it was a process for you to learn to forgive or let it go? Or...
Yeah, and you know what? At the time, I had 2 children, and I knew that I didn't want whatever was going on in me to be passed down to my children. I didn't
'Cause it
want them
would.
to see that.
It would.
Yeah, and I'm like, the generational part of this bitterness and this anger stops here. So a big part of it was me saying, God, I don't want my kids to have to feel what I feel and go through what I'm going through.
That's
So,
good.
Wow.
yeah.
Of course, I like what Julie often says, that refusing to forgive is like drinking poison and expecting it to affect the other person.
Yep.
But it's in you.
But it was a lot of, as I was going through certain things, God was exposing the root of it. So as I would go through it, like my father and I, we have come back together, but there were times where I didn't realize how angry I was, especially with the sexual abuse. I felt abandoned and like no one protected me. So there was a point where God would say, it's that right there. It's that I want to deal with. So sometimes it took me calling and saying, can I talk to you and tell you how I feel, and getting it out. I wrote letters of forgiveness and mailed them. And sometimes I cried it out, and God would flush some things out, but also I had to confront. I had to confront it head on.
Yeah.
It was hard, but the freedom that comes with it.
That's good.
Yeah.
Like what you saw? Make sure to comment and like below. Hit that subscribe button for more content uploaded weekly.